Hello everyone, VJ32 back with another How to Play. Today we're looking at how to play Take a Number alongside Take 5, which I already did. Take a Number is also known as INKSTER, based on, which is a European game, designed by Wolfgang Kramer and Reinhard Stupp, and produced by Amigo, 2 to 10 players, ages 8 and up, just like Take 5. And just like Take 5, you get a deck of cards that has a bunch of numbered cards with bullheads on them, although different artwork. And this one actually has, I don't know if I could show it to you, but metallic inks. That's nice. Again, different cards have different amounts of bullheads, just like Take a Number, or Take 5, I should say. 1 bullhead, 2, 3, 5. Similar type of style to the other game, but different cards. That obviously is the worst one. Very colorful. You also get these hashtag cards, I guess you can call them, and these free cards. You set up these free cards similar to how you set up the 4 cards in Take 5. And then each player gets one of these hashtag cards, if you will. And it says this is a fresh take on Take 5, so it's based on, inspired by Take 5, take a sequel, and shuffle up the cards. You set these up like this, 3, 4, 5, 3 at the top. And this indicates how many cards you can play in that row before you have to collect them. Hashtag cards, number cards, pound cards. Each player gets one. So each player gets 8 cards. And just like Take 5, each card of course has a number and a penalty point to it, and the rest go aside, we don't need them. And you're going to do the same thing, each person's going to play a card, and then you flip them face up. Whoever has the lowest number gets to play it first. Whoever has the highest number, whoever has a higher number is go next. I need to double check something. Because I forgot, we also need to deal 1 card next to each one of these. Obviously. And I just lost a card, that's really unfortunate. I'm losing more cards, damn it. Apparently, placing the rest of the cards right next to me was not such a good idea. Move them back a bit. Alright, so, you can deal out 1 card, and then you're supposed to deal out cards to each player. It is what it is. So each player is going to play a card face down. Once everyone has done that, you flip them face up, just like Take 5, and whoever has the lowest card goes first and plays them. Again, you're playing in ascending order. You always got to play higher than what is there. And least difference. I could play this 71. It's higher than any of these. I can play that anywhere. But I have to play what is closest to the least difference, and that's a 61. And my opponent plays a 73 here. Do the same thing again. Flip them face up. My opponent cannot play the 25 next to any card because they're all higher. So they have to take a card. They will take the 54. And they're going to play the 25 there. And then I'm going to play my 62 here. Now, let me tell you what happens with the card that you collect, because it's different than Take 5. When you take cards, you must choose one to go back into your hand, and then the rest go into your number pile here. So he has to take this card and put it into his hand. So that's different. So let's shuffle it up. Again, you play cards. Boom, 4, 3, 9, 6. Keep going through like that. And we'll go again. Flip over the cards, 37 and 63. So my opponent has played a card that's lower. He's going to take these, and he doesn't want to take that. And he will take this back into his hand. It makes sense because it's a lower number, or more points. And he'll put this one over here. And he can play his 37. And I'm going to play my 63 here. And then again, 48 and 1. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to take this one, add it back to my hand, and play this one. And my opponent's going to place 48 next to that. And again, 54 and a 56. So, this card cannot have more than 3 cards in it. In fact, once this 3rd card is played, or 4th or 5th, that player must take these cards. And this one goes here, and I'm going to play this one here. And again, he has to take one, put it in his hand, and put the other one in his number pile. Let me just make sure I'm going for everything good. Actually, I'm not quite doing that. Let me just double check with you. So, one thing that's important is you got a number row and a number pile. And the number row has to be in the same ascending order. So my opponent played a 1, had a 1 put here, instead of putting it in a hand. Because this is not in ascending order, you can't even see that, I apologize. They must take this 43 and put it into the number pile. And so then you're going to continue. Playing cards, 98, 37. Okay, I have to collect these. I'm going to put the 54 in my number row. I'm going to put this one in my hand. I play 37. And my opponent plays a 98. Which means he's going to collect these cards. Here's just the 5th card. And he's going to take... Shoot. No, these are great. He's going to put this one here and put the rest in his hand. And then we're going to do the same thing. 71 and an 8. So I'm going to take this 37 and I'm going to put it in my hand. And I play this 8 and my opponent's going to play this 71 and he has to collect these cards. One of them has to go here. The rest has to go into his hand. And then, again, do the same thing. Keep going through like that. 6. Oh, darn. He has to take this card. I'm going to play the 85. 8 and 37. I got to take these 2 cards. I will, I guess, put the 8 in my hand. Put the 6 here, and I put this into the number pile, which is unfortunately not visible to you. There you go. Here's my number pile, my number row. And again, 41 and 56. Damn it. And collect those cards again. And put the 37 here, collect this one. And then you do it again. I'm going to collect this one again. And keep going through until somebody plays out all the cards. Take this. you're supposed to have collected these ones. And that means he's going to have to play these ones over here. I apologize. And now he can play the 62 here, and the 98 can go here. And then I'm on to my last card, I do believe. No, right here. He gets to play the 48, and then I go out. I keep playing until somebody goes out, and then you have to deal with the scoring, which we'll talk about. So it's similar to Take 5, except that you have one row, you can only play 3 cards. One, you can only play 4. Well, the first row, once you play 3 cards, you have to collect the other cards. And this one is 4 cards, and you have to collect them, and then 5 cards, and you have to collect them. When you pick up cards, you always have to put one in your hand. The rest go in your row. And you have to play the cards in your row in ascending order, just like here. If you can't, then you have to collect those cards and put them into your number pile, which we have both done. Let's talk about the scoring, shall we? Hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. I'll try to explain it as best as I can. Whenever you play the last card from your hand and you don't collect any cards, that ends the round, and then you add up your scores. Every bullhead that is in a card that is in your hand, my opponent has cards in his hand, these are penalty points. He gets 2, 3, 4. Every penalty point on a number card in the number pile is 2 points. So they got a number pile. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 points is what he currently has. And these ones in your number row are 0 points. So he's at 12 points. These don't count. And I have 2. So currently I'm winning the game. And you keep going. Whoever has the lowest amount of points wins the game. It doesn't specify how many points you would go to. You play 2 rounds. So you're going to play 2 rounds. Whoever has the lowest amount of points, currently that's me, you win the game. So again, it's fairly similar to Take 5. You're playing cards in ascending order. You have to play it next to the card with the least amount of difference. If you ever hit this number, you have to collect those other cards. One goes in your hand, the other goes into your number row, which must be played in ascending order as well. If you collect cards and you cannot play ascending order, you have to collect these and put them into your number pile. At the end, once one person goes out, any cards anyone else still has in their hand, they count each bull head as 1 point. Any cards that any player has in their number pile counts as 2 points each. So that is it. That is Take a Number. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time for more. I think it's a pretty cool game. And that is that. See ya. Thanks for watching.